Good morning, just about made the morning chat 2 minutes to spare today. So if you are coming in live, give me a hello. If you're on replay, drop a replay. So today we're talking about what's the alternative. And this is a question that I ask a lot of people whenever they ask a question that goes, is it okay to have X, Y, Z? Is this a bad food? Is this a good food? How much of this can I eat? Can I still eat this? All of these things when we talk about, which, is an interesting question anyway, really, because nothing is ever off limits in all of this. But it's a choice that we're making. Every choice that we make has benefits and consequences. Now, what's the alternative / what would you normally have done? And this came from a question about meal replacement shakes. In this one, question was Huel. You might have heard of that. It's a meal replacement with all your vitamins, minerals in. And what was your thoughts on Huel? Now, when it comes to things like this, it is a case of what's the alternative? What would you have instead? Now, in this scenario, it's, if I had, say, porridge in the morning every day, normally, but then I get a bit bored of porridge. What might I have instead if I'm on the go? Well, instead of a porridge pot on the train, it might be a croissant or from the shop nearby or something like that. So the alternative, if you were like, I'll just take a Huel today. Well, is that a bad choice? Relative? There's your answer. So when you ask that question, you start to go, yeah, actually, it's fine. It's a tool in the toolbox. It's quick, convenient, in the grand scheme of on-the-go food, a lot cheaper than, it's not the cheapest of things, but if per portion it's like £1 something or something like that, it's a lot cheaper than, it seems expensive for a shake, but a lot cheaper than something that you're going to grab on the go if you're ever stuck. So when you weigh that up, that's what's going to give you the answer. Not to mention that this is a way to increase your protein intake as well. It could be for many people. Now, am I saying this is the best choice in the world? No, but if it's convenient and easy, and actually that's the key things to getting started sometimes and moving in the right direction, then go for it. Of course, in an ideal world, we want to be looking at getting lots of fruits, veggies in your meals, of proteins in as well. We know that the benefit of getting diversity in terms of vegetables in with your diet is going to help with gut health as well. But ultimately, it's about how many things have we got to do? We've got to do this, no carb, this, some of this, you can eat this, but not this, low fat, high fat, all of these things going in. Sometimes we've got to simplify it down and go, what's the big hit, what's the big win I can get here? Well, we know from research that having protein at your breakfast subconsciously lowers food intake over the day. So by default, if that's something that you can add in today, then that's a win-win situation straight away. And yes, I'll be like a broken record sometimes, I think, saying similar things day in, day out. But that's only because we can overcomplicate this nutrition stuff. The bulk of your results can be sorted by protein, lots of fiber, and awareness of our choices. Giving yourself permission to have the foods that you want to have and adding meaning to the choices that you make. So when you're choosing not to have something right now in this moment, you're analyzing why. I'm choosing not to have this right now because it doesn't align with the things that I say I want, who I want to be. Or I'm choosing to have this right now because it does align, because I'm choosing to have it because I enjoy the food and I want it today. Sure, it might slow down my results, but that's a choice that I'm making. So I hope that helps today. Any questions, as always, just let me know and I will see you soon.